Good morning, Mobile. Good morning. All right. Glad to be here. My name's Kenneth Davis. I'm the Alabama coordinator for MS Views and News. And we are excited to be able to bring our first program to Mobile. This is actually our third program for Alabama. We began in April with the symposium in Birmingham, followed by a program in August in Montgomery, and we're wrapping up the year here. Next year, we hope to do more events. So maybe you'll be able to catch us in a couple of more places. We're excited, like I said, to be here. I want to briefly mention a couple of things about our website. Make sure, like I said, that you go on the website and notice that the registration for future events is on there. You can find out where we're going to be. Also on the website, you'll find some information about Amazon Smile. If you're not familiar with Amazon Smile, anything you purchase after you register with Amazon Smile and you choose MSVN as your charitable giving, then we get a small percentage of the purchases you make donated from Amazon. So if we could be your charity of choice, we would appreciate that. Ladies and gentlemen, the founder and president of MS Views and News, Stuart Schlossman.
Hello, everybody. Great. How are you all? I got to say you all when I'm in this part of the country, right? You agree? Okay, that's good. Because I also know how to say, how all y'all. I had to learn that when we were in Birmingham, or they shoot me if I got away from that without knowing that. So, by the way, yes, my name is Stuart Schlossman, president and founder of MS Views and News. Many of you know me from when we were just known as Stu's Views and MS News. Pretty catchy, no? Nobody agree? Come on, say it, speak up, say something. All right. Anyway, people ask me why we do these kinds of programs and how I got involved with doing all this, and it's quite simple. I too have MS. And when I was diagnosed, we found that, or I even found that, I couldn't get the information I wanted from the healthcare community. Imagine that. You didn't get those answers, right? I see some heads bobbing up and down. So I started putting out information to just our local support group that I was part of. Information that I found on the internet every day, and I was sending out to people, 20 people only, is now reaching people in more than 90 countries, and over 35,000 are now getting our information every day or every 2 weeks when we put out the newsletter. So we want to make sure that people are getting to learn, and this is what we do. You know, some others, they talk about how they do things for like ethical reasons or religious reasons or whatnot. I remember saying when I was diagnosed that I was the chosen one. I felt like I was the chosen one because I had a mouthpiece. You know, I like to talk. And because I like to talk, I'm going to be able to do these types of things and provide these types of programs. So I thought it was a great thing that I was diagnosed. And when people say to me, oh, I'm sorry to hear that you have MS, don't be. I'm glad I was, because I found something new to do in life that I wasn't doing before, and that is making people feel like they've actually learned something. It's not just the patients, it's the caregivers as well. I want you all to know that when you get home or next week when this program is published on our YouTube channel, you could share this program or any of the other 190 plus videos that we have on our YouTube channel with people in your family, with maybe people that you work with or friends, just to get them to learn what's up with your MS and what you're feeling from it all, or what you're not feeling, or whatever you want them to learn. There's everything that you can or want to share with somebody about multiple sclerosis, you can find on our YouTube channel. And easy enough to find because it's right off of our website. And Bill here, who does a great job for us, he's going to show it to you all right now, all right? And that is, you just go to the top of the page, and you go to where it says information. Oh, it's on the blogs and videos, right, there you go. All right, and it's just a little bit down on there. We have our blog, which is still called Stu's Views and MS News, and you also have the YouTube channels on there as well. So you could go there, and you could look at anything that you want. If you don't remember something that Don speaks about today, or that Amanda or even Dr. LeGang speak about today, if it's something that you feel that you need to know and share with others or know for yourself, you can watch this again and again and again by just going back to it, pause, go forward, rewind, have to take the dogs out, you yourself have to go pee, no big deal, just stop it, okay? Great. All right, so that's why I got involved. And by the way, MS Views and News, what we do is provide information, education, and resources. If any of you ever need a social worker and you cannot find a social worker in the local area, you can give our social worker a call, and she will find the correct person for you to speak with here in Alabama or here in Mobile. If you want to use the Learning Channel, again, you just find that on YouTube. If you find that you are going to your neurology appointments and you are walking out after your appointment and you're not getting all your answers completed, we have on our website also, it's called Land of MS. Where are we at, Bill? Maybe another page? Communication tool, there you go. All right, so the communication tool, what you do is before you go to your neurology appointment, every question that you could possibly have to speak with your clinician about is found on this tool. It's not a wrench, it's not a hammer, it's a piece of paper that you fill out everything that's bothering you before you go to your neurology appointment. All right, everything to do with your MS, you go in there and you find what might be on there that it will be there, but maybe not everything is there for you. But you go on there and you just circle or check off or put an X or whatever you want to do, color it or whatnot. And when you show up at your neurology appointment, you give it to the front desk, make sure that they give it to the clinician. Because you fill this out far enough in advance and all your questions are going to get answered at that neurology appointment. All right, everything to do with you and your MS that you have a question about, need to speak with your clinician about, make sure you fill this out, bring it with you to your appointment, and I'll guarantee that you get all your answers that day without heading out of the appointment saying, oh my gosh, I forgot to ask you this. And now they don't have time to answer you because they only gave you X amount of time, but now they need to get on to the next patient. So use it as you wish. You could go to our website and print it off, and hopefully your own clinicians will have it in their offices in the near future, and they'll give it to you before your next appointment, and you can get it filled out. All right, enough of all this talk. If you have any questions for me about other things that we provide, you could see me after the program. But in the meantime, first, I want to thank those who made it possible to do today's program. We get funded by the pharmaceutical industry to do our programs. And so for today's program, I want to thank Genzyme, a Santa Fe company, and I hope you all do too. Let them know that we're thankful for giving us the funding to provide this program today. Also, we have other supporters all the time that help us out with our programs, and you saw a few of them out in the hallway today, and so we always like to thank them. I'd like to thank our volunteers and the support group leaders that help get the information out to and about our groups. And for the support group leaders, we'll ask them in a few minutes before we have our first speaker. We're going to ask them to come up and speak for 90 seconds each about their groups, and that helps them to say, yes, we'll help you the next time too, right? Even though some of them don't like to speak, but they're going to get up here and talk anyway. And if she can't talk and if she forgets, we're just going to tell jokes for 90 seconds. Okay. All right. So we'd like to thank them. And of course, listen, everybody, I can't do these programs without you being here. So I'm thanking all of you for coming today, and I do thank you for coming out. You don't want to give yourselves a round of applause? Come on. You made it to a big program. Look at how many people are here. Right? How often do you attend a program with 80 people in the room? Okay, thank you. Listen, after the support group leaders each speak, Ken is going to come back up here and he's going to introduce our first speaker, Don McNeal. Okay, and I'm not going to say anything else about Don, otherwise Ken won't have anything to say. And then after Don speaks, we're either going to have Amanda or Dr. LeGang speak, and we don't know the exact order yet because we would like to do it one way, but we may have to do it another way because Dr. LeGang may have to leave soon. So Amanda Adcock is also here. Amanda Adcock is a nurse practitioner. I will introduce her before she speaks, but for now, who do we have up as the first support group leader? Linda. Come on up. You got to come up here. You got to come all the way up here, yeah. The camera's not going there. Oh, and by the way, I don't know if Ken said this because I wasn't listening really. When we do Q&A for each person that speaks, these cameras do not get turned around to see you. They're only up here, so you don't have to worry about who's seeing you. If you don't want your voice recognized for any reason, if you do not want your voice recognized, I live in Florida. You live close enough to Florida that you could talk like Minnie or Mickey Mouse. Okay, thank you. All right, so first up, you want to come to the mic? Linda? Wow.
Down a little bit.
Down
Thank you.
a little bit, like that?
Thank you.
No.
First of all, I want to thank Stu for all the work he's done. My name is Linda Reichert. I'm with the local MS group who's called Gulf Coast MS Avengers. We meet every third Tuesday at 11:30 at the Red Lobster. We also meet every third Thursday at 6 p.m. for those people who work at Summerbees. We are a local group now that wants to raise money for our local community to meet the needs. We have just begun the past year and a half, and we are looking forward to all the services we want to offer by helping those with MS in the local community and surrounding area. We will also be raising money for all these projects we would like to do. Part of it will go to the National MS Society. We do want to remember we need research. Stop. And thank you for coming.
Wow, we need more strength to this. All right, I heard that is there a Helen? Where's Helen? Ellen or Helen? Who's coming up here and speaking? Weezer. Where's he? Weezer. There you go.
Since y'all don't have a rail. Hello, I'm Weezer Lucason from the other side of the bay. Baldwin County is our support group. Is that good enough? And we meet in Fairhope at Ruby Tuesday on the second Wednesday of every month at 5:30. And anybody's welcome to come and join us. However, next week we're going to do something different for Christmas, and we're going to be at the Olive Garden in Spanish Fort just to have dinner. We're not going to have a speaker or anything next week. But normally we meet on the second Wednesday at 5:30 at Ruby Tuesday in Fairhope. And I'm in the phone book. You could talk to me afterwards if you are new to our group and would like to attend and get on the email list. We have 40 some odd on that list and usually have 20 to 30 at our meetings. So we're doing pretty well, and we also have free chair yoga every Wednesday at 10:30, provided by a grant from the MS Foundation, not the society, but the foundation. We are an independent group, not affiliated with either organization, although we support everyone. And we are so thrilled that Stu has brought his seminar to Mobile. We've been campaigning for that for quite a while, and we're real glad he's here, and we have such a good turnout. So if anybody is from the other side of the bay and would like to talk to me afterwards, please do so. Thank you.
He's going to help you down. All right, so I don't want to take a lot more up of your time here. We're going to get started momentarily here. And again, remember, though, that this is an MS Views and News program. I hear everybody talking about the foundation, the society. We're the ones that provide the educational programs. And by the way, the MS Coalition, I don't know if you ever heard of that. MS Coalition, anybody hear about that? No, good, then I don't have to talk about it. Don't worry about it. Come on up, Ken. Ken's going to introduce you and get you all started here. Thank you.
I have the unique honor and privilege of actually introducing one of my childhood heroes, or a member of the childhood hero team. Our first speaker was a member of the 1978 and 79 national champions for the University of Alabama. Also, he was the 1979 University of Alabama football captain. He will be forever remembered with his handprints and footprints inside or at Denny Chimes. And that is something that's an honor that's given by the players that he played with. He was also, in 1980, was drafted by the Miami Dolphins, first round draft pick. He played in 2 Super Bowls, being 1982 and 1984. He's two-time Player of the Year. In 2008, he was inducted to the Alabama Sports Hall of Fame. It's my honor and privilege to introduce to you Mr. Don McNeal.
Oh, somebody said roll tide. Hey, I like that, okay? Roll tide. They're going to roll today. You know that, right? We're playing, who are we playing? Florida? Florida? Who is Florida? They're playing Florida today. I'm so glad to be here today. I really and truly am. It's an honor for me to be here. I hate I have MS, but I have MS. It's going to be okay because I got some people that have this disease, and I'm here to encourage you to go on and be the best you possibly can be. Because, see, that's what I'm all about. I'm here to encourage you. I have MS about, had since 2002, and I can't say that I have enjoyed it. I haven't enjoyed it. But you know what? This is what has been dealt with me, so I'm going to handle it. And I'm determined that MS won't have me. I'm going to have MS. Okay? So that's what it's all about anyway. You're right. So I just want to, I'm going to tell you guys about myself and all that, but let me tell you a little story. One day I said, you know what? I want to climb this high mountain. I said, you know what? For me to get ready to climb this high mountain, I got to exercise and do all these things, run and all that. So I did that. I ran and jumped, and I got ready to climb this high mountain. So I got ready to climb the mountain. So I started to climb the mountain. I went up and up and up, and I was going so high up, I got above the clouds. I decided to go up, and I saw the top of the mountain, the top peak of the mountain. I said, I'm almost here. So I took one more step, two more steps. I take one more step, I'm on top. So I took one more step, one more climb, and I missed it. And I fell. And I started falling. I said, oh my gosh, I'm falling. I said, Lord, help me, please. He said, okay. You want me to help you? I said, yes, please help me because, see, I don't want to fall. He said, okay. Let go. I started falling, and I caught on to this rope. I was holding on to this rope. And I said, Lord, please get me down from here. I can't hold on to this rope that much longer. Please help me get down from here. The Lord said, okay, you trust me. I said, yes, Lord, I trust you. He said, okay, let go of the rope. I said, oh, God, I'm not on the ground yet. Let go of the rope. He said, yes, I want you to let go of the rope. I said, no, Lord, I can't let go of this rope. I let go of this rope, I'll fall to my death. And I tell you what happened when I get through talking. I'll tell you about what happened. Okay, see, my life goes on, and I have a lot of people to encourage me, a lot of people to help me be the person that I am today. The first person that I want to talk about is my third grade teacher. My third grade teacher, she taught me a lot of stuff. And she said, Don, I want to teach you this poem. Her name was Mrs. Biggs. I said, Mrs. Biggs, I don't want to learn your crazy poem. She said, son, it's going to be very important that you learn this poem. I said, Mrs. Biggs, I don't want nothing to do with your poem. Take your poem and give it to someone else because, see, I don't want to hear this stupid poem. She said, Don, this is going to be very important that you learn this poem. I said, Miss Biggs, I don't want to learn this poem. And then she said, Don, you got to learn this poem. Every day she would come to work and she would recite this poem every day. And every day I closed my ears because, see, I don't want to hear this stupid poem. But you know what happened? At the end of the year, I learned that poem. And you know what? I can say that poem even today. And that was a long time ago, and I remember that poem today. It went something like this. She said, Don, when your work has just begun, never leave it until it's done. Do your work, greater or small, do your work or not at all. My third grade teacher taught me that, and that has been a saying in my life. Always do my best, no matter what happened to me. So my third grade teacher was very, very important in my life. Then my life goes on, and then I got into high school, and I went to playing football. Played football, had a great time. I had 3 coaches that really and truly touched my life tremendously. I had my head football coach, my football coach was Coach Layton, Coach Glenn Layton. I never forget him. He was a fiery guy, and he taught us a lot of things in life. Other coach was Coach Torrance and Coach Brantley. Those people were very, very important in my life. And you know, today they have 20, 30 assistant coaches. Guys, I had just 3 coaches. And you know what? We won the 3A state championship my first year ever playing football. So it was great. Yeah, you can give a hand for that, please. Because those people were very, very important in my life. Had opportunity to win a 3A state championship there in Atmore, Alabama. And guys and girls, I had a great time. So Ms. Biggs and my coaches, they was very, very important in my life. And then my life goes on. Then I had opportunity to play 4 years for the Alabama Crimson Tide. Yes. Had a great time, guys. I won 2 national championships. Should have won 3, but I did win 2. Had a great time. And those people that really coached that team was very, very important in my life. Like I say, Coach Bear Bryant was great. Yes, give him a hand, please. And see, Coach Bear Bryant taught me this, and I never forget it. Wherever I go, I always remember it. He said, Don McNeal, wherever you go, whatever you do, always show your class. I said, Coach, what do you mean about class? He said, Don, that's how you carry yourself on and off this football field. He said, son, are you doing your best? He said, are you making all A's and B's in school? And you know what? I wasn't. But before I left the University of Alabama, I had a great time. Had the opportunity, like I said, to win 2 national championships, and I had a great time playing for Coach Bear Bryant. So he's one of my role models, Coach Bear Bryant. And then my life goes on. I went on to Miami. I played for the Miami Dolphins, played there for 10 seasons, had a great time. Had the opportunity to go to 2 Super Bowls, Super Bowl 17 and Super Bowl 19. I had a great time. And Coach Don Schuler would always tell me this, Don McNeal, wherever you go, whatever you do, always put your best foot forward. And son, always be prepared. Don't let anything slip up on you. You always know what's going on. And you know what? He was very, very important in my life. So Coach Bear Bryant, Coach Don Schuler, my high school coach, and also my coaches, they really and truly had a great impact on my life. But the person that really and truly had the greatest impact on my life was my dad. See, my dad, Mr. Henry McNeal, And he was a man that I loved tremendously. And my father really taught me so much about life. And see, my dad always taught me, he says, Don, you stick it out and you stay with your family. You got to have family members that you love tremendously. And girls and guys, I do. I have a tremendous family. My mother died when I was 6 years old. I'll tell you more about that if I have the time. But see, girls and guys, I have 6 sisters and I have 4 other brothers. Yes, 10 of us. Matter of fact, one of my sisters is here today. Her name is Don McNeal. She's here. If she can stand up, she's waving. Yes. She is one of my sisters here today. And I'm so glad she's here with her husband and also her niece. She's here with them today. And those people really and truly had a great impact on my life. And I am so glad that I had the opportunity to have my sisters and my brothers on this journey with me. And guys and girls, I had a great time. I had a fantastic time coming up. And those people, my sisters and my brothers, my high school coaches, and my 3rd grade teacher, all those people had a great impact on my life. I don't know where I'd be if I didn't have those people with me. And today, those people are very, very important in my life. And without them, I don't know where I'd be. Now, they helped me achieve a lot of things in life. And you know, when I was playing football, I had the opportunity to play, and you guys know this, had opportunity to play in the Sugar Bowls in 1980 was something, you know when it was. See, a lot of you guys know that particular play that I made at Alabama, 1997, 1998. And I made a play in this particular Sugar Bowl. And it was a great play. Guys, they threw the ball to this particular player. His name was Scott Fiskey. I'll never forget him. And I had the opportunity to come up and make a tackle. I made the tackle and drove this kid out of bounds. Guys, after that play, I saw my teammate, Curtis McGriff, and all my coaches, they was telling me, Don, that was a great play. That was a highlight of your career. Don, you did great. Guys and girls, I was elated that I was there to make a play like that. It was great. Guys and girls, I'm on the mountain. I'm high. Everything is great. But then I had the opportunity to go and play for the Miami Dolphins. And girls and guys there, I had a great career there. But you know what? One day, I'm playing football for the Miami Dolphins, and I had an opportunity to stop this guy named John Riggins. And guys, I didn't fare so great with him. What happened was, they took a timeout. We took a timeout. They went to the huddle to get the play. We went to huddle to get our play. Then they came to the line of scrimmage and they started saying the chant, hut 1, hut 2, and all of a sudden this guy goes in motion. That was my guy. I went in motion with him. This guy stopped. I stopped, but I slipped. But this guy turned around and went the other way. I got up off the ground and I went the other way also. He got on he got to the line of scrimmage, the end man on the line of scrimmage, and the ball got snapped. He came across. I had the opportunity to go across myself, and I found myself in the backfield with this guy named John Riggins. Guys, John Riggins was a big guy. And I hit John Riggins with all my might, And girls and guys, I missed the tackle. John Riggins went for the winning touchdown. Now, girls and guys, I'm devastated. I've lost the game. They sit me on a table, and I heard reporter was saying, Don McNeal, Coach Schuler's going to cut you. Don McNeal, you're nothing. Don McNeal, you let us down. And I would hear all that stuff coming into my mind, and I really wanted to end my life. But I didn't, and I'm so glad I didn't. Playing football that particular day was a low point in my life. Playing football at Alabama was a high point in my life. So you know what I did? I didn't get too high, and I didn't get too low. I came to the middle, and I found out that I can handle it. Because girls and guys, that's the way life is sometimes. Sometimes you're going to be successful. Sometimes you're not going to make the play, and sometimes you're going to make the play. Sometimes you're going to have to know how to handle the success. Sometimes you're going to have to know how to handle the losses in your life. And that's what happened to me. I was very successful in college, playing college football. Had a great time. I got to the pros, girls and guys, I wasn't that successful. I missed the tackle on John Riggins, and everybody wanted to throw me to the wolves. But you know what? I'm so glad that I know exactly who I am. I lost that particular day, but you know what? I didn't lose with my Lord and Savior. He's the center of my life. You see, without him in my life, I'm nothing. But see, with him in my life, I'm already successful. I can do anything. I can do it. And you guys can too. Girls and guys, life is tough. It's really tough. As I was coming up, when I was 6 years old, you know what happened to me? I lost my mom. My mom died when I was a 6-year-old kid. And you know what? That was devastating. Think about it. A 6-year-old kid loses his mother, and that happened to me. I went to my sister. I asked my sister, Eunice, I want to see my mom. Eunice said, don't worry about it. She's okay. Several years later, I went to my other sister, and she said, I asked her, what happened? I want to know where my mom is. She said, don't worry about it. Mom is okay. So when I got about 11 years old, I went to my pastor, Pastor Bradley. Never forget him. And I said, Pastor, tell me where my mother's gone. She said, Don, your mom is not coming back. She died. She's in heaven with God, and she's okay, but she's not coming back. She said, Don, you can give your life to God, and that's what I did at that particular time. I gave my life to him. Now I know, you know what? Life is going to be tough. You're going to miss tackles in life. You're going to make mistakes in life, and you're going to have some success in life. So you better learn how to handle it, because if you don't know how to handle it, you won't handle it at all. And I'm so glad what I've been through has helped me be the person that I gotta be. No, I'm not. Sometimes I get depressed, but you know what? I found out that I can't stay depressed. I got to get up, and I got to go head on, and I got to be the person that I need to be. See, I need to be here today because somebody here has MS, and they need to know how to handle that. I have MS, and you know what? I'm going to handle it, and I'm not going to give up. So, you know what? I'm here today, and I'll let you guys know that you can make it. MS is not the stopping point for me, and it should be the stopping point for you. You can make it. I made it. I made mistakes in life. That's okay. But that's the way life is. You're going to make mistakes in life. And that's what it's all about. Does anybody have any questions for me? Anybody have any questions for me? Okay, a lady right there. Okay, she want to know what happened. Okay, what happened was that guy said, hey, tell me, please tell me, get me down from here. And God said, you know what, let go of the rope. So little did he know, if he had to listen to what God was telling him, he was going to save him. But all he had to do was let go of the rope and do exactly what God said he was going to do. The ground was 6 feet away, and he would have just fell to the ground because the ground was right there. But you know what? He froze on that rope because he didn't want to let go of that rope. He should have listened to what God was telling him, let go of the rope, and the ground was right there. Sometimes, girls and guys, we got to listen to our Maker and do what he asks us to do. And if we do that, everything is going to be fine. So the ground was right there. All he had to do was do what God tell him to do, let go of the rope. And sometimes that's what we got to do, just let go and let God have it. Okay? Anybody else?
Anybody have any questions for Don? We're going to go around with the microphone, but yeah, you can give him a round of applause. We'd love to hear Don talk some more. Anybody have a question for Don? Okay, you got one up there. There you go, and you got one over here. That's good. Anybody from this side so I don't have to run so much?
Yes.
Don, do you believe God is using you? You believe there is a healing for MS, but is God using you with your MS so they can see that you can rely on God and not be healed? Because we see in you, we don't see the MS, we see you.
Good. Thank you. Yes, I do believe that God is going to heal me one day. I don't know when, and you know what? I'm not even worried about that. I'm not even worried about that. If he heals me, I'll be happy. But if he don't, that's okay too. Because see, I want to be an encouragement to you and let you know that, hey, you can do all things through him who strengthens you. Because greater is he that is in you than he that is in this world. And see, I know that. Yes, I want a healing. But you know what? God, that's on you. It's not on me. Okay? Anybody else? Yes.
My Maker tells me to tell you that I'm from Gainesville, but you're not going to win today.
Well, you know what?
I didn't want to say that either.
No. That's your opinion. And you know what? A lot of people have all kinds of opinions, but you know what? I'm a fact man. F-A-C-T. I'm facts. I'm sorry, but you're going down today. Okay.
Any other questions?
Any more questions? Yes.
All right. And I don't see any more questions. Don, we want to thank you for being here today.
Well, thank you for having me, Stuart. I really enjoyed being here, and hopefully
And we're going to have Don speak for more for us in the future, which, as it comes out in the future, if you are watching us on our YouTube channel afterwards, you can see what else he speaks about, okay? Again, thank you for coming.
Thank you, man.
Oh, by the way, at the end of our program, way down at the end of the program, Don's going to do a little book signing for anybody that's interested, and we'll do that outside, all right?
They have
Thank
a
you.
book outside, and and I signed it for you, but not now. But I'll sign it for you, okay? Take care. Be good.
Great, thank you.